It's time to put on your game face. We're Carl, Lee, and Simone here to talk to you all about our games and do a quick wrap-up of August. August 2021 is done and dusted as of now, officially. Well, not officially, we have like 2 or 3 hours left, but by the time you listen to this, it's done and done. And with it comes to the end of Back to Your Backlog. So guys,
yeah,
quick rip around the table for Back to Your Backlog.
Yes.
I'm going to play games after this podcast, after this episode, get as far as I can in Control, and then have a nap.
Sounds good.
Sleeping?
I'm just over halfway.
Okay, so so almost can taste the end.
No. There's 10 missions, and I'm halfway through mission 6.
So that's just
That's
on the downward
60%
slide.
nearly. No, 55%.
Yeah, but it's taken me the month to get this far, so it's going to take me another month to finish it.
Oh, why do
Have
you
you thought
sleep?
about
Just less
focusing?
sleep. 1 hour less, that's all you need a night, you'll be done.
No, you see, my smiles draw energy from the sleep I get.
Oh, I see. So you'll be grumpy, Simone.
Exactly.
Brilliant.
Interesting. How many hours have you put into it?
Gosh, I wish you had pre-asked this question so I could load up and tell you.
Sorry. I only asked because I know how much hours I put into it, and it was surprising. Considering it's only been this
How
month
many
I
hours
played
you
it.
put into
To
Control?
My Game Ascent. No, My Game Ascent I played this month.
Okay, let me have a quick look. Control, because I log all my days, and I do think it sums up my hours. 13 hours, nearly 14.
Wow, okay. Interesting.
But I play games slowly. I walk into every open door I can, every nook and cranny. No dustbin unchecked.
Recording stopped.
Sorry.
Recording in progress.
So there's a
Carry
cut
on.
there then.
Yeah, we can put those two together.
Yep.
So yeah, 14 hours. I probably need another
14 from the sound of it.
10,
10?
maybe.
Yeah, but it gets
Maybe.
harder. No, it gets harder as you go further down. So the bosses get harder, which kind of pushes it a
That
little bit, doesn't it?
actually, yeah, no, that's definitely true. The bosses are definitely getting harder. There's a particularly difficult boss I've just finished now. Just before you finish mission 5, he's a security guard, and he's difficult. You know those games where you die and you die and you die in the boss, and then you think, okay, right, let me have a good look at my abilities. Let me reshuffle so that my abilities match this one fight. And then you go back in, and that's what I needed to do. So it felt a bit like a JRPG in that way. I never have to do that otherwise. But
Yep.
yeah.
Treat each fight differently, don't you? The way you approach it and stuff like that, yeah.
Yeah, well, you should, but I'm very much a run in and shoot everything. I don't.
It's called a
The
dad
strategy
build.
stays the same.
It's called a dad build.
I know.
Yeah, just a dad build.
Yeah.
You build once, you play. You just load up
Exactly.
the game
And if you get
away
something new
go.
and shiny, then that's your new build. And you don't go back to your original build because you've moved on. It's new and shiny. That's how I
Away
play.
you go. Yep. So, Mr. Lee, you started the ascent. You did the ascent. You
Yes.
completed it twice.
Twice. I've gone through
That's
twice. And
impressive.
I've done every nook and cranny, the same as Simone. Because I've got 100% all the side missions now as well. So I completed that at lunchtime today.
Jeez, that's impressive.
Yeah.
And how many hours did it take you?
38 hours I spent on it this month.
Jeez.
Because I started it literally on the beginning of the month. So I've just played that
Yeah.
pretty much.
On the very first day, you dived in,
Yeah.
and man,
It's awesome. And it's really cool to hang out in there, especially when I'm awesome, level 33, and I think the highest level baddies are like 27, 28.
oh no, so you just
And I
mowing
just
them down.
walk through them, yeah. I don't do dying anymore, which is quite nice.
That's fantastic.
Although I remember, because what's funny is after playing through the second time, I remember getting stuck at certain points and how hard it was to get past these people. And this is like level 5 people I was struggling against, level 7 people. I'm like, oh, okay. And now I walk through and just shoot them once and they die. I'm like, this is just, yeah,
Perfect.
it's pretty cool.
What is
Yeah,
max level in Ascent? You're talking about the Ascent, eh?
Yeah, I don't know. Someone worked out probably 165 because every time you go up a level, you get 3 skill points, and there's about 8 different skills, and each one of those takes 20 points. Or there's 9 different
okay.
skills. So you need to go 20. You need to basically get enough levels to 20 times 8, whatever it is, 20 times 9, so 165. I'm level 33, nearly 34. So I'm ready for DLC.
Nice.
Bring on the DLC.
You're going to do
34.
some farming and at least get to a good number like 35 or 40?
You think so? Yeah, just do it again. Well, I could run through Ruby now.
Yeah, or when you start pulling us through, you know,
Yeah,
you
no,
get up to
yeah,
like
yeah.
level 40, a nice number, nice round number, so that you can dive into the DLC all OP'd and everything.
And I've been building another character as well with Ruby. So she plays my high level character and I play low level character. And he's at level 7 now. So that's
Nice.
quite cool. So I can just kind of
That's fantastic.
and I think you can actually cheat the system by going and starting a new game, because I know where all the skill points are, I know where all the upgrades are, and just go through, pick them all up, and then start a new game, and then do it again. So it's probably quite easy to cheese it.
Ah, brilliant. That's exciting.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's much fun. And I'm missing 2 achievements, which is one is the one you can't get, which is
Ah, yeah,
broken,
the bugged one.
which is codexes. So they basically get a codex which explains characters, and about 88%, and you can't get any higher than 88% because it's broke.
Oh,
I know.
pity.
Yeah, slightly annoying.
Is it
yeah.
because they're missing a codex in the game so they've forgotten to put the last one in, or have they got the percentages wrong?
I wonder if they actually messed up with the codex is not registering, because I went through and picked up a few extra ones and nothing was changing. Like I couldn't see any percentages changing. So I wonder if they're just not registering properly.
Okay.
So hopefully they'll have some sort of
Should be an
history and they'll
easy
just go and rectify it.
yeah,
yeah.
should be an easy fix.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah. They've been more worried about stuttering stuff on Windows PCs than they've had quite a few
yeah.
issues of stuttering.
Understand.
Something to do with DX12 and DX11 not working properly. So.
Oh, yeah, and ray tracing and all that nonsense.
Yeah. Whereas on the Xbox it seems to
And
work
then-
great. It's very cool.
I've heard co-op is a bit buggy as well.
I mean, Ruby played it, Catch
local.
Co-op, and it was fine. It was good. It was fine. Although it did screw up my my kill 100, die 100 times. Because what it says is if you start another co-op, it resets your death thing. So I have to die 100 times.
Ah, okay,
Again.
because you've restarted the game, it doesn't register that you haven't died so many times.
Yep. So I have to die 100 times. And I've found out there's a place you can go where you just go and put all your lowest armor on and stand there and respawn, walk forward, and then die again. And it says even if you need to do it from 0 onwards, it takes 20 minutes to do 100. So you just
Oh, wow,
die,
okay.
get reset, die, reset, die. So
reset, die,
I might have
reset,
to just
die.
go and do that to get this last achievement. But I'm going to wait till the DLC comes out, and then I'll just die anyway through the new DLC.
Ah, yes. Yep. Pretty
Yeah.
much.
I want to die because of the achievements, obviously.
Look at you becoming an achievement hunter.
That's
Yeah.
right, yes.
Man, you guessed on one achievement podcast and
I
suddenly
know,
there's
that's it.
not
I'm
yet.
all on. I've got the taste for it now.
Yeah, brilliant. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's fun. It's cool. So when you jump in, I can give you a hand. I'll just
Yeah.
stand back and wait till you're struggling and then shoot once and then take out whatever.
And then, yeah,
thing's
just shoot
bugging
with
you.
your awesome gun, away you go.
Yep.
And yeah, no, I can't wait for that. It's on the list. I'm getting to it this year.
I did have to, you saying, Simone, about changing your way you fight against certain bosses. On my first
Yep.
run through, I had to work out, like, you have to use energy weapons against robots.
Yep.
And you have to
yeah.
because you just can't get... At lower levels, you cannot kill stuff unless you use the right guns. So I had to
Right.
mess around and find out, like, I had a rocket launcher which shoots 30 rockets, which is quite nice. It's just, yeah, so I've been basically like got 3 weapons I choose between. Rocket launcher is always my backup, and then I've got an energy weapon or a kind of normal gun, which is just like a pulse rifle thing. Yeah. So I did have to do stuff like think about it.
Oh, yeah. So you couldn't just do a dad build and away you go.
No, not at all. Not even with the augmentation things you can put on you. I had to build different ones depending on who was fighting as well, because sometimes they just don't work.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, and it wasn't until I got this one called a dragon something over, and it freezes them all.
Oh,
So you
yeah.
can just freeze them all, then you shoot them, and they explode, which is quite nice.
Oh, cool.
That's quite a good
fantastic.
one. Yeah. So
Yeah.
dragon thing freeze them, send my spiders in to explode, and then they all go boop, 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 boop.
Brilliant. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Man. So, rating out of 10?
Oh, 10 out of 10 is awesome. It comes
No,
with 40 hours in a game
cool.
in a month.
Yeah, no.
And
Yep.
just
No, that's
Yeah.
a very decent amount to spend in the game, for sure.
yeah, it was kind of just because I finished it today and I was like, I can't justify spending hanging out in here now because I've got nothing to do. I've literally done every single mission and every single side mission. I've opened up mostly all the chests I can open up as well. Like, okay, I guess I was about to stop playing.
So now, do you
That's
think, right?
almost
Yeah, Karen Simone?
yeah. It's almost one of the problems with having achievements in a way, because once you've got all the achievements, what else is there left to do?
You don't get achievements for chests, but there's a bunch of chests and stuff you can open up as well. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
But you have to be...
And, remind me, last week you said that it's open to DLC.
Oh, big time.
Story-wise.
The way
Is
it
that right?
finishes, yeah, hugely. Yeah. You
Oh,
can
cool.
tell. Yeah. It's a bit like Diablo 2 when it finishes and you kill off... Diablo, I guess,
yes.
isn't it the first one? Who's the one you first kill off?
Yeah, you kill off Diablo.
And then they kind of bring in a bigger baddie at the end. Or whatever, you know,
Yeah.
kind of DLC is a bigger baddie. And I think that's what will happen. They'll just bring in a bigger baddie and
Yes.
more stuff. They do need to fix fast travel, though, because unless you understand what you're doing, you can fast travel to places and still have to walk for ages, unless you understand where you're fast traveling to. I did one thing that I've worked out as I've been playing. Because it doesn't give you a clue. Sometimes you just have no idea. It just goes like 1,500 meters. You're like, I'm going to have a
Recording
walk.
stopped.
Oh, where's Carl? Simone? Carl's gone.
Did his computer die?
His computer died, yeah.
It might have. If so, I wondered. Do you want to come sit here?
I thought you said 2 hours.
Yeah.
Interestingly, I'm still set up for you two as well. If you want to sit on the same thing, it's still set up exactly the same.
Oh, cool. Okay, good. We'll see if he comes.
Is he crying?
So Ahmed's hard drive is full of Call of Duty and Modern Warfare and Cold War.
And that's all you can fit on there, I suspect. Yeah. I don't know what episode number this is.
That's up to you. But let's definitely have the ring light, I think.
Okay.
Please hold caller.
Oh, thank you. I'm going to remove my background because I think it's going to be tricky with Carl and myself.
Oh, yes.
Chat to the audience. In the meantime, you have our full attention.
You're almost looking the same colour. Yeah, no, it's poor. You're almost the same colour as your background because of the red haze has kind of appeared.
Yeah, because there's the kitchen light in the background.
Are you going to change cameras as well? Might give you a bit more
Carl's debating
space.
that.
I would, because it will give it a bit more width to it. The high def will give you a bit more width than the...
Lee suggests using the camera because it gives us more space.
Hamid, how are you, mate? Do you play any other games? You must play more games than COD, surely.
There's something up with the laptop that doesn't get the ring light.
Oh yeah. Well, can you plug it into the? What do you want me to plug it into?
See if you can plug it into your camera.
Actually, I said it's only like 7 gig. It's quite a dinky little game.
Okay, try to turn it on.
Yep.
It's plugged in.
Okay, turn it on.
Turn what on?
Ah.
Oh, do I have it?
Yes.
No, it's over there.
Hamid, what do you think of the setup now? It's changed quite a bit, isn't it, since they're flashing at us?
It's bright. Will your iPhone charger work?
Yeah, I'm grabbing that. Can you
Ah.
plug that in, please?
Plug this into. Oh, right. USB-C.
Yeah, we're pushing to YouTube and Twitch now as well. I've been playing. I've actually got a PC set up and a dedicated streaming machine set up doing stuff. And a little laptop. I should take a picture of this setup, shouldn't I now? And now it's actually something.
Plugged in. Is that the camera? Is it?
Uh-oh.
Ah, yes, I see.
Yeah, set up tool video. Yeah, it'd be quite cool.
Just need to make it taller.
Because I have Stream Deck buttons. What should we watch a video while these lot of messing around?
I don't know, Lee. I think we're pretty entertaining.
It's
Yeah.
always been a dangerous world in Trumbull Valley.
Watch Gamescom. Did you watch Gamescom, Ahmed?
But now, it's hope that brings us back together. It reunites old friends. It builds new bonds. And in the face of a growing threat, hope is the greatest weapon we have.
Yes.
That looks way better. There was so much Forza, wasn't there? Oh, lucky we did this. Lucky we did this up on Saturday.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it might break me when Forza comes out. It could just be it, you know.
Welcome
Yeah.
back.
The quality of
To
our
Trumbull
game
Valley.
face stories is going to plummet when
Yes.
Forza comes out.
We'll just call
It's
ourselves
really
Game
nothing to
Face.
talk about.
Game Forza.
Well, just like zombies themselves, it seems everything old is new again in State of Decay 2.
So
Again,
Kyle
Officer Undead
had
Update
power
is showing me
issues.
Welcoming Undead Labs Director of Communications, Wanda Russell. Hello, Wanda. How are you?
Hello, I'm great. It's great to be
Which one do you
here.
want?
Talk about the Homecoming
That's fine,
update
as it
releasing
is.
on September 1st. We are very excited to get this into players' hands.
Do we want to hear her
Look
talking?
how
Or just want to see a
difficult
video?
So let's talk about the Homecoming update.
Actually-
Obviously, we are coming back to Trumbull Valley. We were there for Heartland, the update, back in 2019. Talk to me about the differences, and I'll sit right here and listen.
Oh, can you hear me?
Adorable.
Oh, hello.
So Heartland,
Hello. So, please. Thank you. So, when my battery dies,
You and your wide hips.
yep. When the battery dies on my laptop,
Don't forget to record.
um,
But this could be a good story for the beginning of the podcast. That's all.
Recording in progress.
oh yes, true. So when the battery dies on my laptop, right, and if I have the ring light plugged in, my battery refuses to charge because of something to do with this ring light that we have. Is obviously that the $20 Kmart version is not grounded properly.
That's
Oh,
quite
yeah.
interesting.
What version did you get, Lee? 'Cause
The
this ring light
$20
doesn't-
Chinese version.
Right. This the ring light doesn't work if it's plugged into my Surface. It's short.
Well, interestingly, I can't restart my my laptop. My PC won't start up. My desktop won't start up if my mic's plugged in.
Huh, interesting.
That's so weird.
I've also noticed my laptop's a bit too old for the USB-C camera that we have, the stream cam, and it ends up using up a lot of CPU whenever the camera's involved. And I think that's part of the reason why Zoom is dying each time we Zoom with this camera.
I love technology. It's so cool.
It is awesome.
Can you move back
Should
a
we
bit,
push
you two?
ourselves
Because you're
further back, or how are we
way
looking?
too close. You're way too close. Something needs to go back. Either you do or the camera, because I can't get you in.
Should we? Because we could pick up the
But
table
look-
and move it a bit forward, and then. put
It's
the ring
you.
light on the
So
floor with
Simone's
the
good
camera.
now. Simone's fine. As long as you don't creep over any further, you're okay. You're in shot. But you are a little bit out of shot. And maybe just the camera slightly. I don't know. Just
Oh yeah, we can adjust the camera already.
yeah, just a smidgen, not a lot. Can you see?
Like, how's that better?
You're still a bit halfy. It's just half your face on the camera, that's all. And I can't do much with it because there's
Isn't
not
that
much
your
space. I can't do much with it.
We look fine on our side.
Yeah, but I can't do much. It's hard for me to do anything because I only got so much space.
That's okay. I don't need to be on camera. I can just be the voice from above.
Can come a bit closer, maybe.
Oh, I've got a i7 7th gen, the 7700 HQ in my laptop. It was a beast in 2017. It was like top of the range in 2017, and of course we're now 5 years later, and the
Yeah.
laptop's having just a hard time with life. It's times like this when you just want to throw it away and get a desktop.
Like
The camera we
that's-
have is the Logitech Stream Cam, Ahmed. So it's a USB-C camera. And I have a feeling that the USB-C on this is still first gen USB-C. So it is possibly overloading or overloading the buffer.
Actually, you
within
do
the
get that, don't you?
USB-C.
You get that sometimes, don't you, when they just keep popping. Like it just keeps blowing, almost like blowing a fuse on it, almost.
Yeah. So yeah, it's almost.
Well, I
it's
look
not,
good still,
not even
though,
using all
so-
the bandwidth. I just have a feeling that it's the buffer within the USB-C controller is getting overloaded. Okay, sorry about
What
that.
were we up to?
I was just saying amazing incentives. So Carl's go.
Margot. Oh yeah, cool.
So Carl, what about you?
Ah, yes, Lee. Let's just do this as well. So yes, Lee, what's happening?
What did you play? Did you play anything? Complete your game or what? Or you're a slacker?
Well, to be fair, I played something.
We'll be fair.
To be fair,
To be fair,
something really long. It's allegedly up to an 80-hour game, which I seem to have this talent.
So you should have done at least half of
choosing
it then.
games.
Should at least done half of
Choosing
it.
games that
Surely.
are extra long. And I managed to play almost 23 hours, 22 hours, 53 minutes of it in a month.
Wow. That's like an hour a night, almost.
Yeah, it's not too bad, I thought. Pretty good going.
That's more than average.
Yeah,
More than your average.
more than my average for sure.
Yeah.
I did try hard.
And you were addicted to this game.
I still am. I mean, we should hurry up for the podcast so I can just go play.
That's cool. So you're enjoying it still? It's got better as you've gone on?
Oh man, I wish I could talk to someone about the story because there's a fantastic line. Remember that line in Destiny where the ghost looks at you and says, "That wizard is from the moon."
No.
No.
From Destiny 1.
Mm.
The first time you come across a wizard, the ghost says, "That wizard is from the moon." It became a meme.
No,
Right?
I wasn't paying
You
attention.
sure?
I was too busy
You didn't
shooting
say
the
that
wizard.
is from the mun.
Anyway,
Anywho.
there's the story. The story has one of those fantastic lines in it that just reminded me completely of the ghost saying that wizard is from the moon. And it's just that your entire perspective shifts with the game because suddenly the story has gone from second gear into there's no more gears. You're not even driving a car now. You're on a boat. What the heck is going on? That's
Just a
how
jet
much
boat.
it shifts gears, the story.
Wow. Wow.
So you're on the moon now.
No.
Oh, right.
I'm not on the moon.
Sorry, I zoned out.
No, I think you had to change. There was a change of descriptions
Game.
halfway through. Game, yeah, whatever you call it, yeah. Puns
No,
or something.
the game changes gears so badly. You go from, not badly, but so well and such a twist that you end up being on a boat with no
Okay.
gears.
So you're on a boat now.
On a jet boat. That's exciting. I thought you were in a city.
It's an analogy.
Oh. Ah.
You hear people not listen when I talk.
Maybe it wasn't a good analogy, but I do still love you.
So anyway, Scarlet
Wow,
Nexus,
patronising
really
much.
good. It's like 9.8 out of 10.
Wow, okay.
Whoa.
Why only point? Why
Yeah,
missing
it's
point
really
2
good.
though? Come on, what's happening?
Yeah.
So that point
'Cause it's
2
80
is
hours.
literally because I have found the only bug in the game.
Oh, what is that?
You can't turn off the subtitles, so that's minus 0.01.
Yep,
or
fair enough.
0.1.
Yep.
And then in the subtitles, sometimes what they say and what writes in the subtitles are two very different things.
Yes.
It's happened about 3 times now.
But I think that's a Japanese game thing.
Yeah, it's a translation error.
It's a
Yeah.
translation
But
error,
it's
yeah.
amazing because the sentences and what they're saying come to the same point. They make this. They give you the same idea. But for instance, they go, "Oh, Yubito, it's so good to see you," and then like the subtitles will be like, "Good to see you here again."
So,
And you're
So-
like,
so is it
Okay,
like French?
wow.
If you translate French directly, it doesn't actually say sentences like in English. It's all back to front. So it's possibly that. It's like a direct translation of Japanese. It was actually
Google
the
Translate.
text. Yeah, they use Siri.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
It probably is just direct translation. But that's the only bug I found in this game.
That's not bad. That's
Okay.
pretty good.
Yeah.
At no point has it kicked me out back to dashboard. Has it crashed on me? Has it errored with the Xbox sound going do-do-do-do-do, and then you're back home? Has there been graphical glitches, anything? It's just perfect at 4K 60 FPS. Fantastic action, fantastic story, great characters. So literally the only reason I'm taking the points off of it is because of the
So
that
because it's
translation error
Japanese,
and the
basically.
fact.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's a bug. I think it just could have been better. But
It
I see
just-
what you're saying.
It just says to me that they needed to go through some QA.
With a person who knows English.
Yeah, with an English person. But you can't exactly say, here's a game, English-speaking person, go play 100 hours of it.
Yes.
Why?
Well, I mean,
I'd do
You
that.
could. Yeah, no,
Play this game and read all the words. Okay. I could do that. If they want me to do that, I will happily do that for a job. That's all good. You can pay
For
me to
8
do
hours
that.
a day, though.
Yes.
You get to 4 o'clock.
I
and
don't
you're
care.
Like, I'm over it. I just want to go home and play my own
You told me the
game.
game's 9.8 out of 10. I'll be happy to do that.
Yeah, no, true. So, no, it's good. 22 hours in. I think I'm halfway-ish. I haven't finished the first dude's story, though. But I'm close enough to the end, I feel.
Cool.
With the amount of twists and turns that has happened, I definitely feel that we're at... I'm near the end of his story.
Do you think playing the girl will be boring, though? Because you know all the twists and turns.
No, because the girl goes off in the game.
Ah, it
You're
does
only
sense.
with her for a bit in the beginning, and then she decides to go do her own thing and start her own band.
And then the
you're
band
like,
gets together
"Oh,
at the end, do
fine,
they?
then." Well, hopefully,
Have a gig. Get the band back together.
yeah. Make
Blues
out.
Brothers. I'm
usual.
thinking.
Are they actually lovers? Also, what happened to all the teenage drama?
Oh no, that still goes on in the background.
Oh, wow.
Any more? Because that was quite interesting. Out of all the game, that sounded really interesting. The rest of it's meh, but you know,
Teenage drama.
teenage drama.
Lee
Who's wearing
likes
what
his teenage
hat?
Drama. No, it's still very much teenage drama. You have all the girls who like you. I think you have a guy that likes you.
Yes.
I think you've got a guy that definitely does not like you. But yeah, it's very teenage drama-y. It's quite amazing because there's this big thing that happens and it'll cause a couple characters to want to literally kill each other. And then the very next message you get is, even though we're wanting to kill each other, I have an idea. Let's meet up for some soup.
So strange.
And then you go and you meet up for soup. And the first thing they say is, we're not going to talk about the fact that we want to kill each other. What idea do you have? And the guy's like, the soup's really good. And you're like, yeah, no, the soup's great. Why am I here? And then you carry on talking. And then after you've had soup, you split your separate ways. And then the guy sends you a message to say, BT dubs, that soup was great. I liked seeing you. I still want to kill you.
Really? In those words?
Well, no, I'm paraphrasing.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot more to it, but that's essentially his message.
Gotcha.
So yeah, Scarlet Nexus, really good game. Encourage everyone to play it. It's what Final Fantasy should be. I keep saying that. I'll maintain that.
Cool.
That's
What
exciting.
does YPP stand for?
That's what I just asked. Probably get kicked out or something. I'm doing it anyway. I don't care. I'm ignoring you all. I'm rebel.
I know.
Cool.
Yes. So yeah, it's a cool anime game. Definitely think you guys should play it. That's what I say.
Yeah, I don't need to now because I've watched you play.
Well, you know some of the story. You don't know all the twists and turns.
I know some of them, most of them, I think.
You know most of it.
Especially when it comes to the character that is your best friend,
Hmm.
and the relationship you have with your family,
Ah,
with your
yep.
brother and dad. So
Yep.
yeah.
I see.
We jumped into Anthem on the weekend. We played 3 hours solid. Didn't
Wow.
realize it was that long.
Yes.
I saw you playing on
Yeah,
free play,
we
weren't
finished.
you? I know you jumped in to annoy you,
Yes.
but I was playing Ascent, so I left you to it.
You would not have annoyed us. Remember last time we talked about Anthem, you asked whether we had gone around to do all those challenges for the
The
turn.
free play, whatever they call it?
Yes.
Free roam. Free roam, maybe?
Free
Yeah,
play.
and free roam.
Doesn't matter. But yes, you have to do it in the free play area for 4 tombs. So we finished that on. Sunday. It was good. It was hard. What is interesting is it forces you to play different styles for each of the challenges. So it was interesting to see that half of the tombs Kyle could get into, I couldn't, based on the characters I like to play, and then
Is
the
that
same for
right?
Kyle.
That's bizarre.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's really interesting because
Found
I'm
it
sure I've
interesting,
gone into all the tombs as my guy.
As one dude.
I think so, yeah. I don't recall being turned away or anything.
No, but you changed javelins, didn't you?
No, I've mostly played as a ranger, whatever he's called.
See, I was going to ask if it was a ranger, because the ranger's the most versatile. So he probably can tick all the boxes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm playing as an interceptor. I do a lot of melee damage. And one of the challenges that I took a while to do was multi-kills. And you really just need a really good gun for that.
Yep.
And I wasn't even that good at gun.
I see
So yeah.
gun things, yeah.
Yeah, and then what was the one that you needed to do?
I needed to do super kills. Apparently, I don't use my super in that game. I hoard it like it's going out of fashion.
Yeah.
Use it, then you get a new one afterwards. It's awesome.
I know it reloads, it launches, but I don't know. I just like it. I like having my super about.
Played a lot on my own, so possibly did super like multi kills and super quite a lot just to stay alive. Like
I reckon.
panic.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
But
I
it
have
is
mine.
interesting because our javelins are stronger than yours, but I think story-wise you're further than us.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, that's
So-
a challenge.
It's interesting, but I think we've just caught up story-wise. So
Well, I've completed
we
the story,
shall
so
see.
I'd imagine so.
Oh,
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
How
completed the
was
whole
your
thing.
javelin score so low?
I don't know. I just went through it. I think Diebot Jess is the same. His is way higher than mine. I just went through it and completed the story. You don't need to be that
And you
powerful
haven't
to
done any
complete it.
raids?
I've done
No,
a
you
couple
don't.
raids. I've done a couple raids. I found the raids a bit okay, a bit boring after a while. Once you've done them a few times, there wasn't much into them. So
Yeah, it's always like that. But Destiny's the same.
yeah, sure, yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
And the gear drops are not that amazing to want to run it each time as well. Like once you've got your gear kind of
True.
sorted, you don't really want to keep running it. Whereas Destiny, you go, oh, I might run
No.
it to get this new jacket or something. So
Yeah, Destiny's prettier in terms of the stuff you can don.
yeah, definitely. The nice thing about Destiny is that it changes the way you look.
Yeah.
Whereas in Anthem, changing how you look is an investment. So you have to take your time with it. You have to really dive into what you want to look at. Think of the materials, think of the coloring. It's not just put on a new hat, look cool in a new hat.
it's a whole thing because you can buy all sorts of different patterns for your gear, can't you? And all sorts.
Yeah.
That's
And
right.
like certain
yes.
different types of leather. So it really,
Yeah, yeah.
Anthem's good that way. And I wish it was more of an RPG in that you could go in and like, I want to be leather. And the leather's like, oh, and then it's super good for being an interceptor, for example.
Yeah,
Or
that would be
like
cool.
being hard plastic is better for an interceptor than a colossus, you know? It gives you plus to movement or plus to speed.
Yeah, so lightness and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if they just did that a little bit further where the materials mattered rather than just looked different, it would be a lot nicer to go in and build your own javelin, because then it's essentially building your own javelin. You'd go in and you'd say, right, I want to get a interceptor that's not fast, that's more, that can take hits like a solo interceptor. So I will use leather for speed and then metal for toughness rather than hard plastic.
So they were doing like weekly, a bit like Destiny, where you get like you go to the Eververse, there you go, and you can get different armor and different gear every week. So you had the same thing happening at Anthem when it was running. So you'd log in
Yeah.
and get things to spend on stuff. And I think that was
Yeah,
the
we
idea
have a
behind
look-
that.
Yeah, but it doesn't make a difference though. That's the thing.
I wonder if
It's
they've gone
more
further though.
cosmetic.
I wonder if they were going to go further with it.
Yeah, I was hoping they would, because it would be really cool to be able to say, because as soon as you start adding stats to the materials for your javelin, no javelin would ever be the same. Unless, of course, you look up the best build for this raid, and then you just
That's
copy
right.
that build, for instance.
Yep, that loadout.
Would red paint help you go faster?
Of course.
Stripes, no stripes do, not red paint.
yeah, stripes.
Yeah, the racing stripes. But then you'd have to be careful you don't get caught by the javelin police for going too fast.
We are the police.
No.
Oh, the Sentinels.
Yeah, the Sentinels. That's what they're called.
Oh, the other thing I wanted to say is your cipher, Owen, British guy. Actually,
Yes.
everyone's British. He's so cool. And I love the motion capture on his face. He's the best character and my favorite character in the game.
So you haven't
He's
completed the
just
game yet,
brilliant.
then? You haven't completed the game yet, though.
No.
So you haven't got to the end stories. Okay, interesting.
No.
I'd like to talk to you after you've completed the game.
Sounds good.
Lee's talking. Yeah, Lee's dropping some hints there.
I'm looking forward to it. I think some things will happen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, big
It's going
time.
to be pretty cool.
Yeah, big time.
Cool. Yeah, so that's Anthem.
Yeah.
Finish the tombs. Now we're on to other things.
Finally, Anthem, the one thing I want to moan about Anthem about is that it tells you finish the tombs and you can only find out the challenges when you get to the tombs. But it doesn't say the tombs is the next part in the story.
It does.
They're not
It
really
doesn't. It
part
just
of the
says
story, are
enter
they?
free play.
Yeah,
Find a tomb.
I don't think they're part of the story, are they?
They are. You have to do the tombs to get to the tomb of General Tarsus.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
And then that kicks
Yes,
off the next part of the story.
because you're
But at
trying to
no
get the
point
new
does it
shiny
say,
stuff.
Do the tombs. It just says go to free play. Look for the tombs maybe. That could be fun.
Oh, that's. I don't remember. I don't remember.
See, the fact that you don't remember means it's not exciting.
Oh, it was like 3 years ago or something. That's why.
Yeah.
I'd
You've
actually like
got a
to.
pretty good memory then for the story, if it was 3 years ago.
Oh, the story's cool. It's really good fun. The story. I really like it.
Oh, cool. Oh,
I wonder
look
when I
forward
did
to
actually
now
play
I'll
this.
it.
I wonder when I did play this. I'm quite interested now.
Well,
Really
it's your
too.
game next, Lee, since you've got more than us.
Oh, I have a complaint. Actually, I want to find
Oh,
out how
yes.
long ago I got my last achievement in Anthem.
Good idea.
Just real quick.
Good idea. I hope you don't talk about game beast.
2019 I got it, so it was 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Man. 2
No,
years
but I
ago.
feel like it was when I went back to it. Yeah, so beginning of 2019 is when I first started playing it.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Man, back when it still had high hopes.
That's right, when everyone else... I got it pre-ordered it and everything. I got all excited. So I played Gang Beasts. This is very quick, this review of Gang Beasts. The controls... Well, okay, so it's basically the same as the game... Oh, what is it called? I've forgotten the name of it now.
Human fall flat.
Oh, Human Fall Flat. It's exactly the same as Human Fall Flat. Exactly in every way. In every way of like the thingies to grab... Oh, use your arms to grab stuff. And then there's a headbutt. Though you get a kick. I don't think there's a kick in... or like a headbutty kick thing. Is there one of those in Human Fall Flat?
I haven't
remember.
played.
Oh, you haven't played? Okay. Human Fall Flat's
No,
quite good
I know
fun.
it.
As couch co-op, mess around with Ruby. That train level was unfair, yeah. The whole thing's just ridiculous. So basically the idea is that you have 3 people on a pitch, on an area, on a train, on a... what else was there? There was like 2 lorries driving next to each other. They kept banging into each other and you had to kind of knock off the other person. So the idea is that
yeah.
you're the last man standing. That's the kind of point of the game.
Yep.
But the controls are
This is-
ridiculous.
This
Yep.
isn't Gang Beast you're talking about, not Human fall flat, eh?
That's right, yeah, Gang Beasts,
Yes.
yeah. Human Fall Flat so that you have to get from one side of the mission to the other. Or go and do stuff in the mission. Like turn on a windmill and walk up some stairs and turn on what's one of the funniest ones? Try and knock a wall over using a crane with kind of stupid controls. That's quite good. So this one here, you basically have to stay on the best out of 3 and you have to stay alive and not get knocked off. And there's 3 of you there. And I just couldn't work it out. I could work out how to draw, which is by grabbing the other person, and in the end you both fall off. But I can never work out how to actually win. So I played like
Right.
9 games, lost 9 games, and was like, I can't, this is stupid. I think I'm too old. I think that's my problem.
How did Ruby do?
I really didn't play it, was just me. I was upstairs, so what happened was, so TV was on downstairs, people were watching it, so I was upstairs on Ruby's Xbox, slightly bored, and I noticed she had Gang of Beasts and stuff. Oh, I would ever play this. I was like, no, it's a stupid game. So my review is, it's stupid.
It's probably more fun with people.
Yeah, couch co-op is a lot of fun.
Have you played it?
Yeah,
Oh, with who?
Jordan.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he got me onto it. It's a great party game, great
No,
fun.
it's stupid.
There
But
we
it-
go.
you
You just
need-
need some more friends.
I
you
need
need
friends.
people and beer, and then it is
Yeah.
hilarious. It's one of the funniest games I've ever played.
No.
Really?
So good,
Oh,
especially
cool.
because the stupid movement is so. The physics are so jiggle physics, like wobble physics.
Yeah.
And then you press the button and you lift your hands up.
That's right. Why?
And so
yeah,
in the
yeah.
beginning, everyone's running around with their hands up.
Yep.
And I assume when you win, it's hands straight up.
Yep. As soon as you win, you put your hands up. And there's a
See?
way you can actually climb walls if you're good enough.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, I saw the guys
So-
doing that, and I was just going, I just can't be bothered to work out how to do that.
Oh, it's so good. It's so funny.
It's
Okay.
not.
Yeah, one of the tactics is on one of the levels you jump off and then you grab onto the wall and you climb up a bit and no one can reach you and you just hang there for the whole game and then they will throw each other off and then you just climb up and deal with the last person.
Right. Sounds like you just got to get a bit better, Lee. But also, yeah, friends. As soon as lockdown's over,
I haven't got any friends though.
sounds like you got to play with Ruby.
We'll play. I'm sure we can play online.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
it'll be so fun.
Poor Lee's got no friends.
But no friends.
No friend Bob.
Yeah, no mates Nigel.
Oh, sorry.
No friends, Bob. Name of the podcast.
I know there was a
amazing.
phrase. I know there was a phrase.
No.
But
Yeah,
none of
it's
my
hard.
friends are no mates Nigel.
No,
So I haven't
Nigel, no
had
mates.
to- It's because we're their friends, so we can't say they don't have friends.
Amazing.
So
Sorry,
did you
just
play any
wasn't
other
right.
games? Did you play any other games?
Yes. A Sea of Thieves.
Ah, Sea of Thieves.
Now, yes, I've learnt how emissaries work. You've dealt with emissaries before?
A little bit, yeah, because they were in the beginning, weren't they? Or they were kind of when I played it recently. Don't you go and get missions
They're
off them and
there
do
now.
stuff? Yeah.
I think they were
Sure.
introduced maybe a year ago.
Yeah, I'm sure I've dealt with them before.
I've kind of avoided understanding how they work because it just seemed complicated. But we were playing with a friend of ours, Emily, who's just recently discovered Sea of Thieves and has become obsessed. And she was explaining to me how emissaries work. So the idea is if you're going to go out on a mission, say you're going to do a mission for the Hoarders, then you raise the flag for the Hoarders, which is called an emissary flag. And basically that means that as you go around doing things for the gold hoarders, you get double
Gold and double rep.
gold. Rep. Your rep goes up. And then when you hand in all the stuff, you get extra gold than if you hadn't put the gold hoarders flag up.
Hmm.
So I'm not sure if it's just the way that they explain it, but I was put off using the emissary flags because I just didn't understand how they worked.
Yeah, it's not explained very well in the game.
It's frustrating because Sea of Thieves used to be simple.
Yeah,
And so every time they add a new mechanic, I'm just disinterested because they just making it more and more complicated. And it's my least favorite thing about games that have existed for a long time. They just make them more and more complicated.
Well, they have to add stuff.
Then I lose interest.
They have to add more stuff.
They can add content, but they're changing systems. And eventually it's going to be too complicated for newbies. I think it's getting that way now, to be honest.
Yes.
and the one thing that emissaries doesn't explain as well, which is interesting, once you reach level 5 emissary, no matter what emissary you are, your ship appears on the map.
Oh, I thought that was the case, and I thought you said that it was only for if you'd reached level 5 rep with the Reaper's chest.
No, with the Reapers people, you're on the map all the time
Right.
because you're looking for fights.
Yeah.
You get rep by fighting others. But the other emissaries, as soon as you reach level 5, you on the map and suddenly people can see where you are
Right.
and come and attack you.
Right.
But your rep is like you get a lot of rep, you get a lot of gold,
Yeah.
and as soon as your ship sinks, you lose that flag.
Oh, okay.
So it's high risk, high reward.
Yeah.
But the
Okay.
emissaries are very cool because you can raise a flag, get to level 4 for it, and then everyone votes to cancel it, and then raise the flag again, and then start doing things and start working your way up.
Yeah.
So it is open for not abuse, but for gamification, but it is very interesting. the idea behind it is very interesting.
Sorry, gamification? You piqued my interest, but it's...
So you can game the system is what I mean.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Yeah.
I see. I'm with you.
Yes. So yeah, we should get into Sea of Thieves sometime. It's become our Saturday night game, essentially, with Emily.
It has. I think we're going to suggest... I don't think she's played any of the the
Pirate's Life.
Pirate Life stuff.
Did you
So we'll
complete
ask
that?
her to
Did
go
you?
through episode 1.
Did you
No,
complete
we've
it?
only done the first chapter.
Oh, okay.
I know. And then we'll go through the rest with her and Perky Turkey.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
But it's great. She is playing with the people in her Discord that she's a member of. And I asked her on Saturday going, oh, you've been playing a lot. How much gold do you have? And she begins by saying, well, I've spent a lot of gold. I've bought a lot of stuff. And I go, okay, so with all the stuff you've bought, how much does your gold stand right now? That's the question. She goes, oh, I'm running a bit low. I've only got 700,000.
Amazing.
And I'm sitting with my 500,000 saved gold because I
Yeah.
can't buy anything because it's all so expensive. Going, how much did she have before she went and spent it all?
Wait, did you say you have 5,000 or 500,000?
500,000.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then ask Perky Turkey, oh, how much gold do you have? Oh, 3,000 gold. As soon as he gets
That's-
gold, he spends it on
That's
stuff.
where I was at, yeah, because you want a new hat.
Yeah.
But sometimes you look at something for a ship and you go, this thing for a ship costs 150,000 gold. So you want to collect the whole set, and the whole set is like 10 times 150,000 gold. So you have to save.
One of the fun things we did is we introduced one of our community members, Rebecca, Spirited Sojourn, to Sea of Thieves. She had never played before. And I think she enjoyed it. It's hard to tell.
It's quite a lot
Yeah.
going on in that game. There's quite a lot of responsibility.
There is.
Even if there's 4 of you, there's
Yeah.
still the responsibility of doing stuff like sinking,
Definitely.
steering, wind,
I think
rain.
though it's so much better learning the game with other people.
It's
Big
much
time.
nicer
Yeah.
to be told, oh, this is this does that, this does this.
This
that
is how you
means this.
steer it, which is one of the big things, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when we first played, when we were in the beta, and we found the map and we figured out how to get to the X, and then we just sat on top of the X and drank beer with each other because we were like, well, what do we do now? We're at the X.
When?
In the beta when Lee and I was playing.
Oh, right. Okay.
And it was the funniest thing ever because we found the X and we didn't know what to do. So we just pulled out our grog
Yeah.
and started drinking grog on top of
Oh,
this
it's
hill.
good fun. We convinced her to eat some grubs, though.
Yes. Brilliant.
I tried to convince her it would give her special powers, but she didn't believe me,
Alas.
alas. So
And
that
what
was
does
a
it
lot
do
of
if you
fun.
eat grubs? I don't know what grubs do. Hallucinogenics.
Get sick.
Ah, okay.
I shouldn't have told you, and I should have said to try it out yourself. You get sick and then you throw up, and we showed
Nice.
her the trick of throwing up in your bucket,
Catching it and then throwing it on
and then-
people.
throwing it on someone, and Kyle threw his vomit onto her, and of course she couldn't see the screen
Yeah.
because she jumped in late, so we didn't do our customary get drunk before a voyage
Nice.
tradition.
Mhm.
So yeah,
That's what we do.
it was good fun.
It spawns you in the tavern. What else are you going to do? But drink.
Yeah.
2
fair-
drinks,
fair
then
enough.
try and walk out.
No, 3 drinks and then
Oh.
try walk out while throwing
Throwing
up
up.
everywhere
Definitely
with your bucket.
carrying all those cannonballs.
Yeah, all the cannonballs wobbling to and fro and then falling down the mountainside. Because it always puts me in the tavern on top of the hill. And so you wander out and just fall off the mountain. It's a great way to sober up is by breaking your legs. And that's this week's top tip.
Oh, fantastic!
What else did you play, Mr. Lee?
I played ClusterTruck.
Yes, we saw you get achievements for that.
Yes. I don't think it's very good.
Hang on, remind me. Is this the parkour game? You basically run on top of.
Yes. Correct.
Yeah, it looks cool.
I didn't know this at all. I had no
Okay.
idea. Because what happens is it tells you nothing and just puts you on the truck and the truck starts driving. You're like, okay, what now? And then you kind of work out you have to jump from car to car until you get to the end. But then there's some
Yes.
bits where the trucks are kind of crashing and you have to jump through a hoop while the
Yes.
truck's driving off the edge. And Yeah, I don't know. I played the
It was
first.
so much fun.
I played the first mission, first area. I completed the first area. I think it's reasonably quick to get through. I think it doesn't take that long to complete. I reckon, but yeah, I don't know. It's not. I'm not overly impressed with it, but I'll probably play it again just to get the achievements in it. But they all look relatively easy to get.
I got the feeling that the game's quite addictive.
Oh, I wasn't that addicted to it. I was more annoyed with it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did you play this before or after Gang Beasts?
They were both in the same sitting. I'm not sure actually. It's a good question.
Maybe you were just in a mood.
Yeah, I might have been. Yeah, because I wanted to play Ascent and I couldn't. So I ended up playing.
Okay, yeah. I think
Yeah.
we've sussed him out. We've just done psychology on Lee.
That's amazing. So you basically, whatever game you played first, put you in a mood, and then
Which was-
you were like,
I'm sure it was Gang
No,
Beasts
no.
I played first.
No, he was already in a mood because he wanted to play Ascent.
Yep.
And then I don't know what game he played next.
But he was like, this is not Ascent.
Basically, yes.
Yeah,
Shame,
this
man.
is not
It's
Ascent.
not their fault.
It's amazing.
Yeah, they don't give you any information though. I find it interesting jumping into games and tells you nothing. Like Gang Beasts does exactly the same, nothing. It just throws you into games. I was like, oh, I'll go and play. I'll play this like training area or something like I don't know what do you call it, the local game, and it puts you in a room, and that's it. And I'm like, well, what now? What do I do? So I walked around the room. Was like, well, there's no one here to fight. There's nothing I can do in this room. So what's the point of doing that? So I quit that room, and went to the next
when
room.
I enter a room and I think,
nothing
there's no one
happens.
here to fight. What the heck do I do?
What am I going to do? Exactly.
Isn't that you permanently?
Yeah, I wake up and choose violence.
That's fair. Yeah, so then so I wanted to go online, then I just got my ass kicked. And I was like, oh, this is stupid. But ClusterTruck is odd. It's a very odd game. I don't know if it's... I don't know. It's not as good as everyone says it. It's not completely addictive. It's okay, but it's not. I wasn't going, wow, this is amazing when I was playing it.
No, it's very indie. It's very indie Steam vibe. So it did well on Steam, as far as I understand.
And Kingsman likes it, so that's why
bring
it's not
it
very
to
good.
Xbox.
Yeah.
Kingsman, I had just a quick question. If I'm a noob, so I'm not that good at games, is it quite easy to 100%? Because
It must be if
could get
Kingsman got
into
all
it.
the achievements.
But he tries. He tries really hard to get all the achievements.
oh yeah, he's got more stickability than I do.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not easy. Good to know.
So yeah.
I reckon you get a
Yeah,
few
no,
quite
that's
easy.
fair enough.
Get a few. Last three are really hard. Well, that's fine. Just get 97% or something. It'll be fine.
Oh yeah, I'm happy with that. As long as I get 50%, I'm good.
Yeah.
Anything
That's what I
above
looked.
50 is a win.
I looked at it and thought I could probably get most of them from just playing, just completing the story and messing around.
Is there a story?
There's missions, there's levels, there's like 10 areas per area,
Like about-
10
it's
levels
not like
per
a
area.
K-drama story.
Oh no, there's no K-pop stories. What do we call it? No.
So it's not like you're a young buck trying to make the way in the world of the
On the back of a
cluster
truck.
trucks.
The young buck on the
Plus,
truck.
Truck parkour.
Truck hardcore. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's stupid.
And you need to get to the top.
Yeah, because level 9 on the first one confused me because the truck kept driving off the edge. I get to the end of it, just drive off the edge. I was like, aren't the trucks supposed to go through the finishing line? But no, the finish line was actually above me. I had to jump at the right moment upwards, which was really confusing for me. And I was like, oh, okay, this is a different mechanic. I can stand on the trucks, that's good, but jumping off the trucks to get through somewhere is going to be interesting.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, each level was like 10 to 30
Confusing for you.
seconds, yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's why I reckon it's not too bad. Like, you can just go through, I think there's 4 different areas, and there's 10 missions per one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I do want to give it a go. I forgot it existed, so I'm glad you played it.
It was just installed, and it wasn't Ascent.
That's amazing. So I started Omno today.
Ah, this game's supposed to be very good.
Yeah, so far it's fantastic. I like the fact that there is no HUD. There's no interface. It's just you and the game, and the game teaches you very gently how to play it. So it reminded me a lot of Abzu, but just without the interface. So it's very calming, very just chilled out. Cool experience.
Kyle was playing this through his lunch break, and I'm in the same room. I'm working, he's playing games. And the game starts, and he goes, "Oh, I'm an onion."
You are an onion person. You have the little onion things on top of your head.
And then every 5 minutes or so, I'd hear a very soft, "Oh no."
Well,
Did
the
you have
little onion dude
layers? I just
doesn't
want to.
like
I've got a
water.
question. Did you have layers? Do you have layers? Like
I
an
think this
onion?
game has layers.
Okay.
Word, imagine if every time you died, you pull off a layer of your
Oh,
head.
that'd
Kind
be
of
really.
like how in Hellblade, you're not allowed to get that black stuff all the way up to your neck.
Oh, yes.
Every time you die, your head just starts to get smaller and smaller because you're peeling off layers, and you got to finish the game before you pull off the last layer.
Now, as your head gets smaller, do you think the controls become a lot more clunky? Like not as useful because your character gets more stupider?
More stupider. So the definition of a roguelite, no, the definition of a roguelike, right, is every time you die, you start from scratch.
Yep.
And you don't keep your upgrades as you go.
Mm-hmm.
A roguelite is a game where you die and you do get upgrades every time you die, like Hades.
Mm-hmm.
If you die and you come back with a smaller head and this game
And less
starts getting
skills.
harder, what would you call it?
Rogue hard.
I was just about to say that. Yeah, so you've just made a new genre.
New
Rogue
genre.
hard.
Rogue hard.
Yeah.
A rogue hard. So yeah, it could be a rogue hard.
I reckon I'd call it Rogue On.
Oh, Rogue on.
No, 'cause
Like
you
Rock
got,
on.
What, rogue light and rogue lark.
Yeah.
So light,
Rogue Hike. Because hikes are hard.
I'm trying to think of something that starts with an L.
Rogue Love.
Lost.
Rogue Lost. Oh, yes. I just want to think Rogue Sad. Okay, yeah, we'll have to think of something.
Yeah, it's not coming to me now.
Rogue Hard makes sense.
Yeah, rogue hard.
Rogue lust. I was
Rogue
thinking
lust.
rogue lust as well. Before, well,
That's
I
not bad.
wasn't sure what that would.
That's for when you really want to be punished.
Oh,
So you
it's
see the
amazing.
word lust and think punishment, do you? It's interesting.
Let's not go there. This is a gaming podcast. Let's stay on brand. We don't need to go to this. This is not free therapy for anyone
Okay.
involved.
No, I saw it more like being addicted to pain or addicted to loss, sadness, death, all those things that those weird people who really like rogues, they just keep
Jeremy.
coming back for more death. So, and lust is insatiable, right? So yeah, and I think it's a good word.
Okay.
Insatiable.
Insatiable. Rogue insatiables.
No.
Okay, then fine.
No.
So yeah, you get an onion. And the onion,
onion.
dude has to collect light.
He's a humanoid onion. He only has an onion head, not an onion body like VeggieTales.
You know, he's got an onion head and a stick. But it's very cool because you lift the stick up and it shines a light, and in that light is a map.
Oh, cool.
So as you discover stuff, it pops up on your little circle of light above your head. So when I say no interface, you don't go to a map screen.
So you know in The Phantom Menace, no wait, I think it's actually Attack of the Clones, where he puts that little marble on that beam of light, and all of a sudden you see all the stars in 3D around
When he's
you.
doing
It's
training,
like
when
that.
he's training all the kids.
The younglings, yeah.
No, it's flat. It's a flat plane.
Oh, flat plane, okay.
So-
So it's more like
It's
in
a
the
Fisher
Force
Price
Awakens,
version of it. It's a
when-
Fisher Price version of it.
Fisher Price.
Like how Simone just keeps going back to Star Wars.
Okay, so it's in The Force Awakens when oh no, it's probably the next movie where R2 has that piece of where Luke is and they pop it into the 2D map.
The map was still 3D though, because it had depth. It was a thick map.
Oh, okay.
It was a
Yours is
chunk
just a
map.
Skinny map.
This is just a flat disk
Oh,
with little icons on the disk to tell you where things are.
oh, gotcha.
So, very cool.
Hey, neat.
Yeah, very neat, very cool, very relaxing.
What's the story?
The story so far is collect the light to go home.
Where's your home? Onion Land.
Yeah, onion land. Maybe in a salad. Although maybe he's come from a salad and he wants to become a whole onion again.
Do you reckon the Milky Way is called the Salad Way? I reckon it probably is.
Yeah, no, moving on. So far, I'm not very far in it, but it's very cool. A very relaxing game.
Is your name Omno?
I don't have no idea.
Oh, maybe
His name's
you're from
Omno the
Planet
Onion.
No, the onion.
Wow. Omno the Onion. Omno the Onion.
No, the onion. Yes.
Oh, I think I need to go to bed.
Yep. Okay.
This is not what the listeners pay for.
They have
Luckily,
no
it's free.
choice. They have to give us more money if they want better content.
Yeah, fair enough.
Brilliant.
I think that's everything, eh?
Wait, I played
Ooh.
How
Destiny.
many games?
I played Destiny.
Yes.
Oh, come on.
Come on, Carl.
Was
We
it
played
anything
Destiny
interesting?
too.
Oh yeah, there was a new cutscene. I did see that.
There was a whole thing going on. There was like a mission
There
and
was
stuff.
a whole thing going on.
Carl got really confused, and then what happened? You died. Something died.
No, no.
Xbox died. Lost power.
No. So no, there's no losing power. I was playing Destiny, and Simone
Simone took
put on
over.
her Xbox controller.
Oh, yeah.
She put on her controller, which was still paired to my Xbox, and so the game freaked out, thinking Simone was going to sign in now. So it kicked me out of the mission, going, Simone doesn't own Destiny 2. What are you trying to do? Why is she trying to play Destiny 2?
I thought it was only a problem when I stuck my controller into my Xbox because it tried to
Ah.
sign you out.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, and then it crashed the game because it thought I was playing in a way.
Yeah, so I thought Simone was playing, and then she tried to play a game on her Xbox, and it goes, whoa.
Yeah, there's not two of you, is there? No, there's only one. We're smarter than you. We'll sign you out.
Yeah. So then it kind of just crashed Destiny, kicked me out of the mission. No idea what I was doing to begin with. Even
No,
less so the second time round.
constantly complaining the whole way through the mission. It was very interesting.
Kyle, man, complaining.
Yeah, complaining.
Never.
Always
All the
complaining.
time.
It was like you were confused
Never.
by
I
like
am a
shooting.
best-
It's like, what am I doing now? Just shoot stuff. Oh, I've pressed a button. I've turned something on. I'm like,
Do you know why I was confused, right? It's because in Destiny 1, certain characters die, and in Destiny 2, they come back. And I'm not playing a shooting game for a soap opera.
but have you not played this game for a while then? Because that guy that died, it came back like a while back. You kind of resurrected him basically.
No. You know, he came back a while back, but his sister that died as well, where's she? She died.
Yep,
Well,
sure.
suddenly she's back.
No,
And
it's
she's
fine.
talking to the dude that came from Mars or Mercury.
Mate, it's like Dallas, basically.
You know, it is like Dallas. Because the dude
Simone's
died,
completely
his
lost. She's
sister
like, no
died.
idea what you're talking about Dallas. Yeah.
No clue.
Who shot
And now
JR?
suddenly the girl who died is talking to the dude from Mercury, and the dude from Mercury is now a bad guy. When I was on Mercury, he was pretty cool. He gave me a new hat.
People change, Kyle.
Maybe you should give him his hat back. Maybe that's why he's angry.
No,
Oh, Kyle, so it's your fault. Gosh, typical. Complaining
Gosh,
about
Kyle.
things that are your fault. Where's some personal responsibility? Can't even say words. I'm so sorry.
And then young Lee said, "Oh, let's go and play in this area. Come with me. Come and help me." I was like,
Oh,
what was he
yes.
trying to complete? I've no idea what he was trying to complete, but it was impossible, whatever he was trying to do. Trying to shoot these things
Yes.
that were just
That-
killing us.
That's not the first time he's done that.
no.
Where he's just jump in here and it's impossible to do.
It's like,
and,
dude.
and we find out later that he doesn't know what he's supposed to be doing anyway.
No, he has no clue. No, he'd give me responsibility after that. He's like, right, fine. It's like, okay.
Yeah,
It was good.
he made Lee the fire team leader. He's like, well, you do it then.
Yep.
Oh.
So we ran some
yes,
strikes. We ran about 3 or 4 strikes, didn't we? It was quite cool. We killed stuff,
Yeah,
ran around.
back in Destiny. Feels pretty good, but I still have no idea what's going on.
It's fine.
And, you know, sometimes in Destiny, when you come back after a while, it catches you again and you just want to carry on playing it a bit more.
Yep, definitely.
After this, it was just like, oh, well, cool, that's done. Put it down, walk away from it.
Really? Because
Yeah.
you jumped on and I thought maybe I should jump on too. But I didn't.
But yeah, it's
I
Did
did
it
think
catch you?
though. I
Did it,
did.
like-
Yeah, I was thinking about jumping back in again, but I wanted to play Ascent, so there was that.
Yeah. It's a special time when a game replaces your will to play your favorite game. It's a special moment.
Yeah, it was cool. But I've completed it now. It's a bit sad. I did jump into AC Unity because I want to finish that game.
Oh yes.
Assassin's Creed
How
Unity.
far are you?
I've completed. I think got like 4 main missions left out of about 12.
Oh,
So
yeah.
so most of the main missions done, but there's tons of side missions. Like it's ridiculous amount. I'm about 30% through the game, the actual game, but most of the I've worked out you just need money. That's how you upgrade yourself. You don't actually need experience. It's a weird game. You know, most games you play, you get experience, you get levels, and you kind of get better. Whereas
Yep.
this one, all you need to do is get money, and then spend money on better gear. And you're the same person, you just have better gear. I was like, oh, this is crazy. So I went on a mission and got loads of money one time, just went into all the chests and went to everywhere. I paid for the map with my special, money that you get. Buy the map, then you work out where all the chests are. Go around, get all the chests, and then buy all the good gear, and then you're away. So it's a really odd game. Most games you have to work hard and actually experience up and stuff, but this game, no.
Yeah, and actually do things with stuff.
Yeah, so I've been OP for ages in this game because I just spent all my money on gear. Want to work that out as a...
Nice.
Yeah. And most of the time I die in that game for being stupid. Like I'll go somewhere and go, there's lots of people here or something, or kind of make a mistake and make a noise when I shouldn't do. Like I was playing earlier and I shot, rather than doing my phantom blades, I did my pistol. And of course, pistol makes lots of noise. Phantom blades make no noise. So the idea was to kill the guy one shot and then disappear. So I just made lots of noise. And then all these people came and killed me. I was like, yeah, that's right. I must remember to... Whoops. Yeah.
Whoopsie.
But I did another main mission. Did some messing around, so that was quite cool. Just did a quick mission at lunchtime. Once I'd finished the scent, I was like, right, I need something to do for 20 minutes, so I just quickly did a mission. It's an interesting story. It's a pretty cool story.
Unity... Oh, no, Black Flag is a pirate one.
Unity is the French one.
French Revolution,
okay.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a part of history I don't know anything about.
French people revolutionized.
They did. They revolutionized the way they lived. By chopping off heads.
Good on them. Oof.
Many heads.
I thought that was just the French way.
I think it is. Guillotine's a French word, so yeah, I think so. But it's quite cool, this game. So it did a time travel jump to World War II, and you're climbing up the Eiffel Tower by getting shot by Spitfires or some sort of plane or some sort.
Oh, wow.
It's just really cool. They can do these weird jumps in time to kind of different eras. And it's all set in Paris, so it's all set in France. Yeah.
That's very cool.
It's cool. It's pretty cool.
So why are you climbing up the Eiffel Tower? Does that have anything to do with you being a part of the French Revolution?
Oh, I was trying to get to one of the rips in time to go back to my time when I should have been, because there was something happening with the rips, and one of the rips pulled me to World War II, so I had to get back again because it was breaking things. I don't know. That's what the person was telling when I was doing stuff. So I just followed my instructions and went towards the hole in the sky. So jumped into this hole. It was all good.
Yeah. Someone's like, climb the tower and jump into this hole.
Yeah,
and
big
like,
weird thing in the sky.
Why not?
Yeah, sweet.
Don't see a problem with that.
Yeah. I do like using the what are they called now? The berserker darts. They're my favourite. So when you want to assassinate someone, you shoot them with a berserker dart and it sends them mad, and everyone starts attacking them. So if someone else kills the person you need to assassinate for you, and you just sit on top of a roof watching as they all kill each other.
Oh,
have you not played Assassin's Creed at all? Because Black Flag had the same.
Black Flag. I played the first one. I got really far on the first one, but it had a fantastic bug on PC where when you get to Jerusalem, it puts you into a tree.
Oh, right.
And then I gave up on Assassin's Creed until Black Flag.
So that has it as well, where you shoot like a berserker dart at somebody and it sends them mad, and then they go on a rampage trying to kill people.
Cool.
It's cool.
See,
it is
Black
very
Flag,
cool.
I just got stuck on the first island, Havana.
Oh my God.
You get there and I was like, I'm going to complete this and do everything for it. And then I just keep dying because I'm going into areas I'm not leveled
Oh
enough
yeah, the big red
for.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a problem. Then I give up on Assassin's Creed. Well, fine then. I won't go explore your secrets.
No
It's a cool
secrets for
game.
you.
Black Flag is a cool game. It's a very good game.
I wish it would get updated for the Series X. It'd be awesome.
Yeah.
It's quite pretty though. I played the 360 version. Even that's reasonably pretty.
Yeah.
Like for a 360
pretty,
game,
but-
it's a nice looking game.
All I want them to do is just put in like anti-aliasing, because that game's anti-aliasing is shocking.
Have you played the
So many
Xbox One
jagged
version?
edges.
You played the Xbox One version?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's pretty much the same. It doesn't look any different to the 360 version.
Oh, it doesn't. Okay.
Hmm.
You just have to
That's a
start
shame.
again.
Yeah.
It's annoying because you lose all your. It doesn't actually just move all your save from 360 to Xbox One. You have to start again.
Oh, yep. How annoying.
Two separate games.
Yep. 2 separate achievement lists. Oh, well.
That's all I've been playing.
That's all I've been playing.
That's all. That's all.
That is all.
Man, that's a long list for a game, for a month in which you were supposed to... Well, I mean, you did finish the Ascent, so we can't give you a hard time about it, to be honest.
No, those games that he listed now, that's just in the last week.
I know.
Yeah, that's just this
Oh.
week. Yeah.
But he
Sorry,
did
you
finish
said-
the Ascent.
Oh, that's okay. You said this month.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, sorry.
But I was saying that's a lot of games for a month where you're supposed to be sticking with one game.
Oh, yeah, but I guess if you've completed it twice, what else is there to do?
Yeah, time to experience some other games.
Exactly. Yes. I
Exactly.
played Hades as well this month. That's
Exactly.
pretty cool.
Yeah, and like you, Carl, you jumped into a new game
Yeah,
last
you did.
day.
Without even finishing your original game, though, which was very naughty.
Oh, man, where's the commitment?
Anyway, this is not the Give Carl a Hard Time podcast.
You
Is
were
it?
giving Lee a hard time.
Someone's
That's
got
right.
it. No one else does. He
Shame. He lives in a house full of women.
just yeah.
I do.
But he just gets ignored and just gets played. He just plays Xbox.
And free cake.
Yes. Oh, that's exciting. I'm going to have cake when I get in there after this podcast.
Yeah, you got to send us photos of this cake.
I will. I'll send you a picture of an empty plate.
Just some crumbs, please.
Oh,
At least.
I miss cake. And on that note, thank you guys for tuning in to Game Face. We hope you enjoyed August. We hope you got to play a game that you've been meaning to play for a long time. After all, that's why we do this stuff. We try and help people experience the games that they've bought or that are on Game Pass waiting for them.
We do the Lord's work.
Yeah, no, we are
very
helping
important.
You,
Very
we are helping
important
you
work.
be a better person. You can thank us by going to Patreon and signing up there, following us along. All our social media is in our episode description, as per normal. Check out our link tree. We have a whole bunch of links. You can click any one you want. You can click them more than once.
You can click them as many times as you want. No limit.
Well, don't say that. You might just break it. But yes, that is us for this week. Mr. Lee, where can they find you?
I am on. Oh, actually, I was on an Xbox podcast called GPN.
Yes, I was about to say you
On
should plug
Friday.
your guest podcast.
Yes. I was on there with the crazy people at GPN, I guess. Cameron and Matt. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. I took over the news for a bit just to show them how it was done properly.
So that's for Hall of Gamers, right?
For Hall of Gamers, yeah, that's right. Yeah. I've tweeted it out, so if you want to find the tweet, I'll just check my Lee Howard Twitter account and you'll find it. But it came out today, which is cool. So hopefully people watch it and
great.
like it. So that's pretty
Nice.
cool. Yeah. So Lee Howard on Twitter and Lee Howard on Xbox as well.
And guest on podcasts like there's
And
nobody's
guesting on
business.
podcasts, that's right. Taking
Man,
over the
look at you
world
go.
slowly.
Lee's the famous one.
Fancy.
It was really nice to do the podcast and not have to do anything as well. I just sat there and we did the news, which we talked about last week. So I kind of was
Yeah.
already prepped and I knew what I was going to say. And it was kind of, oh, there, I've got information about this. I've done this before. So it was quite nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I've done this before.
Yeah, I did this a
Lee
couple of days
2020.
ago.
2021, Carl.
Oh,
Yeah, 2021,
I remember Miss Simone?
You can find me, Jim Bean NZ on Xbox and Twitter.
And you can find me at XarCrius on Xbox. Let's be friends. So thank you guys for listening. We've been the Xboxcast and this has been Game Face. Oh, before we go, actually,
Ooh.
we need to just tell you about October.
Yes, we're going to give you a month to prepare.
Yes, we're giving you a formal warning now. This is going out to everyone who's listening. October is typically our hashtag Terrortober month, where you're supposed to play a scary game or scary games in Lee's situation.
world.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This October, to celebrate season 2 of The Witcher coming to Netflix, everyone is playing The Witcher 3. Whether that's the Game of the Year edition with all the expansions or just the base game, does not matter. You should have it by now. So
I don't have it for the record.
How do you
Also,
not
if you
have
only have it
this?
on PC,
Wait. How do you not have this
no.
game?
I know, and I missed out on getting it for free earlier in the year as well. Terrible. I was just lazy. But if you have it on PC, it doesn't matter. Play with us.
So yeah, we're all jumping into The Witcher 3.
Yeah.
Join
Some of
us.
us have never played it before.
Yep, some of us have played a minute or more. And Lee's played quite a bit. Look at him, he's confused about how far he's actually gotten in The Witcher.
I'm going to try and overtake Lee's score. But if that doesn't work, I'm going to try and overtake Paul's score, HippoHQ. He's
Oh,
played a lot of this game. He's got 21 achievements out of 70 something. That's my goal. We're going to try and overtake Hippo.
yep, We're
How
gonna
many
try to
hours
get
has he
more
put into this
achievements
game?
and
Just
more.
curious.
Say again.
How many hours has he put into this game?
That I don't know. A lot.
Quite a few.
How did you do that?
Oh, that's amazing.
Who made that?
Ahmed did. It's all Kinsman's fault.
Oh, it's amazing.
Oh, we love it. That's going to be your new Twitter banner.
It's special, isn't it?
It's so good.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Oh, I love it. That's fantastic.
I've never played Witcher. My first introduction to Witcher has been last week when we started the TV show. So that's all I know.
Oh, you're
And
in for
I
a
know-
treat.
The only other thing I know about The Witcher is there's a unicorn at some point.
But that's coming a bit later. So yes, formal warning, the Witcher 3 playthrough is happening in October.
Yes.
That is our next community event after Back to Your Backlog. And help us come up with a name. Witchtober doesn't exactly roll off the tongue.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, we need some
Witcher
help with
doesn't
that.
roll off the tongue either.
Say again.
I was just saying we need some help with that. Definitely, yeah. It's important.
Definitely.
So yeah, help us come up with a name. Join us in October for playing The Witcher. This is your formal warning. Start watching sales.
Yes, I went on to True Achievements today and added The Witcher 3 Game of the Year edition to my wish list, which means it will flick me an email or a notification at least when it goes on sale.
Yeah, because it's
So-
no longer part of Game Pass.
Correct.
Hmm.
So yeah, do that.
And that is it. That's another great episode, guys. Good job. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
listening. Goodbye and good night.